Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along today. Okay, a little bit late coming on today because I had the electricians here. We had to get a meter box upgrade to be able to put the aircon on. And as you know, in Australia, aircon is rather essential in summer nowadays. And as we're fast approaching summer, it is becoming even more and more apparent. So hopefully the aircon will go on tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and thank you for all the love and wishes sent for my mum. Super appreciated. She's it's not dire at the moment. It's just that when it becomes apparent, we will have to nip over and pretty much just say, love you, gonna miss you, and thank you for everything. So what's happening is she's having just 1 week of maintenance chemo instead of the usual two, and then she's having another 2 bags of hemoglobin on Friday. So hopefully that will perk things up. But you know, there's only two guarantees in life, and one of them is birth, and the other is the passing, and it's what you do in between that's the bit that really, really, really counts. Okay, so let's get started in our readings. There's a lot happening. Oh, there's a lot happening with discussions across the aisle, bipartisan discussions. So using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Now, I do know yesterday, let me squeak into Correction Corner, which I should probably go into more often because I got the Election Truth Alliance was doing one of the court cases, and it was, I can't put my finger on it, but the other election mob that are keeping tabs on the election misdemeanors, that is doing the Rockland County one. Oh, I'm going to pause you and have a look. Oh, yeah, let me pause you and have a look. Smart elections. I should know that. So, okay. So, yes, yesterday when I was reading on the EPS documents coming out through Congress, I accidentally said Biden instead of Clinton. There's a lot of speculation about who Bubba could actually be. I was going to say when I first heard it, I got the real hit that Bubba was a young, well, a child, pretty much. I'll just say a child. But there's race horses and there's Clinton and there's all those sorts of things. So I'm just going to let that rest. I'm not going to look into it too deeply. But what's happened overnight is the Orange Twerp has now come out and declared that he wants the files released, that he will sign for them to be released, and he's called for an investigation into the Democrats that are involved. There's a lot that's highly suspicious about this. So I posted a video in my post section. So if you go to Meister Tarot under any video or the circle that has this image in it, I've got some other paintings there that I'll swap out and see how we go over the next couple of weeks. It'll take you to the main page, go to the post page, and there's a video in there. I put it on 1.25 speed and actually put it on mute and put the subtitles and literally just read what was being said, which was really interesting. And it basically said that if there's an investigation into the Dems in the EPS files, it means that no information can be released in regards to the Dems, but it can be released in regards to Republicans and the Orange Twerp and anybody else, any other moneyed oligarchs that are involved. So whether that was a faux pas, whether that was a slip of the tongue, I'm not sure. However, the bill that's being passed through Congress or presented to Congress that I believe is going to get presented tomorrow is called the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Apparently, if it goes through the House, through the Senate, and is signed into law by the Orange Twerp, unless there's such a high, I think it's about 60%, both in the House and Congress need to vote for it to bypass the Orange Twerp having to sign it. Once it passes, then it takes 30 days. There is 30 days for the files to be released, and then there is another 15 days after that where the DOJ has to provide Congress with a log of unreleased documents. Doesn't actually tell you what's in the documents, it just tells you what the documents are. Okay, so this popped out. So I've got a lot of work happening across the aisle in regards to the abuse of power by the Emperor. If I keep pulling my cards out, the lawmakers here coming together because this is huge. New partnerships, emotional overwhelming, and we've got the Judgment card. However, this is another card that slipped out here. These are just the cards I'm pulling off the bottom. This slipped out here, and it is very much about something that is not quite visible. This is the illusion delusion card. Some readers call it, I call it smoke and mirrors. It's about poor choices and fake glitzy options, etc. There is a crossroads that Congress needs to go down in regards to these files, but it could also be a plan of a fork in the path in regards to the files that they don't want released. And we've got then the High Priestess, the secrets being revealed that's going to bring about an ending, and then justice for the women. Okay, and the oligarchs might find themselves in some big trouble, and secrets revealed. And we do have a new moon coming up. But what I want to have a look at is why I was Freudian slipping yesterday. So I'm just going to ask as a general, a better entertainment only, get my cards sorted. Is there going to be, has there been fake information planted? Has there been fake information planted in the files? I just want to ask, is there going to be fake information? And that's popped out. I'm going to say yes. In regards to, I was thinking Hunter, but I'm thinking this is telling me Joe. This is my Joe Biden card. And then we've got the Justice card. So justice and full illumination, because I don't think, oh, look at this, it's not going to work. You've got the Eight of Pentacles, inability to harvest, trying something different. The return on investment is not working out. And then we've got the Tower moment. So I really do. And then we've got the devious plotting and planning behind the scenes with the Three of Pentacles and being put on the back foot in the defensiveness. I think, so I'll just put those back randomly. From those cards that came out, yeah, I do. I think they've planted something in there about Joe, but nobody's going to buy it. It's almost like they've crossed out every it almost feels like they've taken a Sharpie pen and crossed out TRUMP and written BIDEN over the top of it. It's what it feels like. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Have the DOJ. You've got to remember, it wasn't even 5 months ago that they were basically saying, oh, there's no files and then there's nothing to see here. Yeah, plan coming that's come to fruition. The ship's in. It's almost like they've been given enough time to fudgy up the documents. But people just aren't going to wear it if they attempt to do this. And cross-referencing is going to show that it's not true. I'm just going to point out last year, 2024, I read over and over and again several times that Jeffries would become House Speaker with a GOP majority House. Now, I had no idea how that was going to work. I'm wondering whether I was off by a year, because guides are absolutely terrible at timing because there's no clock or calendar in the universal energies. So I am wondering. I posted that thing about Liz Cheney, but it doesn't need to be Liz. It could very easily be Hakeem Jeffries or some other person. But I kept getting Hakeem Jeffries being voted in as Speaker. Okay, but let's have a look. Have the DOJ planted some information, planted falsehoods? Right, the Queen of Swords. This is my Pam Bondi card because she is it's a female holding the sword of, oh well, theoretically truth, but I'm just going to say the sword of legality here. So it was my Harris card, but ever since this regime got in and nominated, this is my Bondi card. I know she's not an air sign. I'm not really big. I love astrology, but somehow it just doesn't connect with the way my brain is wired. So this is, yeah, holding the strategizing in regards to the truth. It's my Pam Bondi card. Okay, challenged by, who is the Queen of Wands? A few people have said it could be MTG, who now we've been calling Marjorie Trader Green for years, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, she's on our side. And now the Orange Twerp's calling her Marjorie Trader Green. Challenged by powerful feminine energy bringing forward this message. Bringing forward a message. Now, it could be the survivors, or it could be somebody in Congress who pushes back. Okay. Or it could be a female overseas. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, loosey-goosey with the truth. So what we've got here is the truth forcing a lie down, forcing sort of almost like death of the truth. Presentation here, but you've got the death of the truth of it. So are they going to implant falsehoods into the documents? I think that's a yes. Okay, let's see where it goes. In the past, we've got the message of surrender with the Nine of Wands. Oh, that's my phone going. So that would be the Orange Twerp saying, yes, go ahead. But we've got manipulation. Now I'm just going to bring you up and pause you for 2 seconds. Hang on. Righto, sorry about that. Oh, yes, the aircon are coming tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my sweet giddy. Okay, come on back down again. Okay, so we've got the Magician here. So, yeah, there's manipulation afoot. Let me just put it that way. They've had plenty of time to fandangle the files. So yes, manipulation afoot, but I don't think it's going to work. The Ten of Swords, it could be in an attempt to discredit somebody else, but I think these swords are pretty much just being turned on themselves. Externally, it's the End with the World card. Internally, you've got the Chariot. Whoever this is, it's going to be riding in hopes and fears. You've got the Empress. It's my card for Russia. I mean, remember asking if Russia has the photographs. So, okay, what we've got here and the outcome, the Six of Pentacles. Drip feeding, perhaps information out, secrets happening behind the scenes in regards to the documents, and it's all about who was involved with the lovers there. But you've got the Ace of Cups, exposure, unexpected out of left field, and Judgment card. Yeah, they are going to attempt to, but I don't think the people are going to wear it. So that's pretty much telling me that yes, they are going to attempt to, but that Ten of Swords is telling me that it might backfire on them. Will they get away with? I mean, there will be a certain element who will be wanting to believe it because they're so desperate to believe it. But I just don't think for the average it's going to wear. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Will it work? Will manipulation of the files work? Will manipulation, that one just definitely certainly wants to come out. Will manipulation of the files work? Will manipulation of the files work? Right, the Ten of Cups. It's my card for the voter. It's my card for unity, diversity, but it's also Ten of Cups is also an ending of the happy families. Some readers have this as the Republicans card, so it could be the ending of the happy families Republicans. Let's see where this goes. Right, the challenge is the surrender. Ten of Cups, the voter. I'm getting the voter there, the voter. The Nine of Wands is the orange twerp. That's the challenge. Okay, challenging the voter demand for this to bring it to an end. Yes, let me surrender and put it out there. Is it going to work? Feminine energy, powerful feminine energy. That card over there could have been Russia, but it could also have been the survivors who have put out an incredibly powerful video. They know. So this is the powerful feminine energy at the base. You've got the King of Swords in the past, legal action being taken or a strategy action being taken. Is it going to work? This is what they're going to put out. This is what they're going to offer. Okay, so the energy they're stewing in is, I think this is to, why am I getting this is to subdue the women? And this is the strategy action. And this is what they're going to put out with the Knight of Cups. There's the orange twerp on his gold throne in the immediate future saying, look, here it is. But externally, you've got the Nine of Cups. Be careful what you wish for. You might think you've got your cups all lined up, but there's a rat in the rafters there pooping in the ninth cup. Plotting that's gone on behind the scenes internally to create smoke and mirrors and delusion. Hopes and fears, Five of Pentacles, to protect the oligarchs and toss everybody else out in the cold. But the truth with that Page of Swords will not be silenced. You've then got the Justice card and then the loss and disappointment. I mean, there are court documents that prove, that show they were sealed last year in 24, which is why Biden couldn't release anything, and their loss and disappointment. There's Biden. Whatever they try and plan is not going to stand with that Eight of Pentacles. They're not going to be able to harvest it. You've got the legislators with the King of Wands, and then you've got the Eight of Swords. It's going to also be action taken to arrest certain individuals as the lies and secrets come forward with the Moon card. And there is strength, feminine strength in the true messaging that comes out. There's going to be money trail presentation with the Page of Pentacles about those that were involved in this abuse. The High Priestess, secrets revealed, Four of Pentacles. Those that would like certain things kept hidden, and then the Three of Cups. Those that were involved in this network with the Three of Cups. The Six of Wands, a very uncomfortable seen position. And then we've got the Three of Swords, the betrayal, heartbreak, loss. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's almost like they're going to put the lies out there, but they're not going to work because there's enough of the truth and enough that know the truth. And yeah, if you want further confirmation, there's the Sun card. That's a big yes card. So that's what I'm getting that they're going to try and do, is put out doctored documents. How's this going to play for Bondi? Pam Bondi. If she's going to put doctored documents out, fudged documents out, how's it going to play for Bondi? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How's it going to play for Bondi? And that one. Okay. Right, Page of Wands, bringing forward information, but it's untrue. The Moon card, the Strength card, got the lion collared, the orange lion, but just perhaps a display of feminine strength here. But these are the survivors. The Empress and the Three of Cups are going to reveal the manipulation. The Two of Cups, those that came up with the scheme are going to be on the back foot. And the true documents are going to be revealed. It's not going to work. You've got the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Devil, the secret planning, the nightmare, the foolishness, the ending, the infighting, the loss. You know, it just keeps going. Hope she remembers she doesn't have immunity. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Do not be surprised if it's the change of heart is because of doctored documents. Nothing would surprise me with this admin. Okay, love to you all. Take care.